Okay, so the question would be, uh, did Jesus exist?
Mm, close. Um, um, how do we know Jesus existed? Uh, how do we know Jesus existed? Yeah,
Well,
I like that better. Do we know that Jesus existed is not.
what they did was,
I don't want to know that. We're talking about your argument, not about, you know, the basis or the backing for your argument. I'm not interested in that. Okay?
mm,
So let's keep talking about your argument.
well, I could tell you about the Alexandrian Library.
What?
That's a
Okay, make it short.
because up to that point, Jesus was presented to the people by the underground churches,
Mm-hmm.
not as a historical person, but as a sort of allegorical uh, figurehead,
Okay, well, that,
based
I
on
think that should be the pillar of your argument. Okay, keep going.
and around 325. You're right, 325. They had the
Mm-hmm.
Council of Nicaea,
Mm-hmm. Right.
where all these underground people got together under Constantine to revamp the Gospels. There was a
Right, judge what
some
was real
massive,
and what was not.
yeah, and they made editings based on their politics and their culture and their ambitions at the time.
Right.
And they've been excising books out of there. And
Mm-hmm.
these books basically affirmed the non-historicality of Jesus.
But we don't have an accurate record of what books that they
Well, he kept a lot of them.
edited.
He did edit it. We do have those books out there. Mary Magdalene supposed to have had a gospel.
Okay, but
Judas was supposed to have
suppose. How do
supposed.
you know suppose?
Well, I didn't actually read any of those books.
Well, how do you know that they exist? I mean, that's what I'm saying. You
Well,
know,
they're out there.
how
They
do you know that?
they said they're out there.
Who said?
Well, I can't remember what I read at the time,
Okay,
but it
that's
was in
fine,
a.
that's fine. But you realize that you know that your argument is on quicksand at that point. You can't just say that I read something that I believe and therefore you should trust what I say because I have, that's like me saying, I'm right 98% of the time. It's like, you
98.
can't just, okay, sure. Unless somebody sees you be right 98 out of 100 times,
Uh-huh.
there's no, they ain't gonna believe you. Why should they believe you? And you putting yourself out there like you is that, and it's just full of shit.
Well,
That's what I'm saying is you don't have time to go into the full factual, anecdotal crap. You need to keep your argument entertaining and short, and then put some anecdotal crap back in it, or say, tune into my blog for further posting.
now even I don't want to be bothered with a blog. But
Well,
well, what we agree is the weak link. What would knock out the foundation?
shit, man, how many people have tried that? The weak link is Jesus, right?
Right.
But see, it's faith. So you're gonna come down to that. It's like, who gives a fuck? Most of these modern Christians don't know shit about the history. They barely read the Bible. They don't know anything about. Well, I mean, even if they read the Bible, they don't put it in historical context. So your whole thing is not going to do anything for them. You might rally some of the choir, the liberal establishment anti-Christian people,
Mm-hmm.
which would be actually, I think that's really what you're going for. You want some of those people to go, yeah, and that's cool. But you need to have some kind of rallying cry. You need some kind of like holy grail. You need to have, even if it's not true, or no, even if it's hearsay and it's been out there for a while, but you realize no one ever noticed it before.
Mhm.
You could say, "This is it. Don't you realize this?" You know, and then you expound on your argument after that. You say Jesus didn't exist, right?
Mhm.
You don't believe me. Well, check this out. This is all fiction. Look, see? Blah, blah, blah. Something like that.
Maybe one of those old, what do you call them? Apocryphal Bibles, apocryphal Gospels
Gideon?
before Gideon.
Okay. I got him up.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. You're great.
Okay. I dig it.